Ideogram 2.0 was launched recently, and surprisingly, it's an even better AI image generation tool as compared to Midjourney. If you have seen any of my previous lessons that we've done, and Midjourney is something we have extensively covered in the past. We've covered how do you generate text to image, how do you prompt so that your images are super realistic, and so that your image quality is extremely good. Okay, with Ideogram, there are so many key updates that are better than Midjourney in some ways, and I'm sure that it's going to be used in multiple ways now for different creators, for entrepreneurs, for content creators, business people, marketing activities, and all of that. Okay. So, Ideogram is a text to image tool, very similar to Midjourney, but it stands out from Midjourney in the following ways. Okay. Firstly, Midjourney can create images in any style and give you, right? If you ask it for a painting, if you ask it for a sketch, stuff like that, it will give you. However, right now, Ideogram is limited to 5 different styles of creation only. We are going to see examples also, so it's going to be very fun. Okay, so the realistic version of Ideogram will closely mimic photographs. Okay, so it's going to be extremely close to what a real human looks like, and we have seen that with the latest version of Midjourney, but Ideogram gets even better. Okay, yes, so that's one. The second thing is that it is extremely useful for any visual graphic design, such as greeting cards, t-shirt designs, and such projects where you can print on demand. It's extremely ideal for those because it's very easy to make small changes in the image it's created. Whereas with Midjourney and other AI image generation tools, it was extremely difficult to modify parts of the image generated. Right, and the best part that everyone has been asking, so right when we started these AI sessions, it was more than a year back. So this was, if you've been with me right from the beginning, I think we started this in June last year. So since June, we have literally experimented with the first model of, I mean, not the first, but V2 of Midjourney, and then with every model we sort of saw that, okay, what's new? Every model gave better upgrades. I remember again, in my live class, I had taken up a logo design example in Midjourney, and the spelling mistake that AI image generation tools made was so crazy. It could not even spell 3-letter words correctly at that point of time. And the reason being, because AI image generation tools are not meant to spell correctly, right? Because the ultimate algorithm that is based on image generation, it's literally like noise. The image is generated pixel by pixel by noise cancellation. So it starts off with a noisy picture, and then it sort of starts to get softer. And that made sense because then the spelling and the text was extremely weird, right? So now Ideogram, you can literally write entire sentences on images without any error whatsoever. So I'm going to show you an example. It's going to be extremely interesting. Okay, so as we saw, the text is better. As we saw, the realistic images are much better than Midjourney. Okay, so these are two extremely differentiating points as compared to Midjourney, and the best part is now you can use it for free. Okay, I have seen some examples, and this is the first time I'm going to try it out live in front of you all. But the examples I have seen are amazing, so I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Okay, now let's get to the website. Let's go back. So it's basically just ideogram.ai is the base version of the website. I've put it in the chat. Okay, so before we get into the demo of this, let me just show you their official documentation. Okay, Okay, so you see 21st August is when it came out, literally not even 2 days back. Okay, and people have been going crazy with this. So we'll see some examples on the website so you'll understand. Okay, so this is an image created. You can see the text. It's like a handwritten text on the left side, right? Celebrating Ideogram 2.0 in some format, and it's insanely powerful. All this is image generated, and the handwriting and the spellings and all are accurate. And if you see the image of this person as well, it's very close to a real image. Right? If you see the wrinkles of the image of on this woman, extremely close to realistic images, not like those superficial, extremely clear images. So that's cool. Next thing, as you see, you can literally develop greeting cards, as we saw. You could develop social media posts, you could develop memes, you could develop these comics. How cool is that? Like, Midjourney will never be able to do this, right? Uh, so it's extremely, extremely cool. You can see this Mocha Comfort ad, a coffee ad, all generated by a single prompt, okay, using ideogram. You can see this very cool illustration of shop style. This party animal logo is also extremely unique. The best part is now if you generate an image, let's say you generated the left image here, you can literally go ahead and change colors and it will change the color of the image without altering anything of the image. So I used to get this question also a lot when I took these mid-journey sessions. People were like, okay, I like the image, but I don't like the color of the shirt of that person. So can I just change that? And I was like, okay, if you go to prompt and change, there are chances that the entire image might get distorted, right? And although there are some turnaround ways to address that in DALI, but DALI images are even not that good, right? So there was always something missing. And you can basically just change colors, right? If you like an image, you can just change the colors. Like you can see this image generated, the image generated was pink, and then you change the palette to blue. So here you've changed the palette to yellow and stuff like that. So extremely cool things that can be done. It has an app as well, so very easy to use on the mobile. Okay, so this is the official documentation for inspiration. All right, so these are some examples, right? This guy has posted a thread of like all the amazing things he's tried out, and it'll definitely provide some inspiration no matter what area you're working in. Okay, so this image, this is like a typography image. This is also created by ideogram, by the way, but we'll see some better examples. Okay, so I mentioned the differentiating factor as compared to Midjourney and all other tools. It can literally write long text on images, and these text words can go up to 15 to 18 words, right? So so this is he's provided the prompt here as well. Okay, so I think he's one of the first persons who's tried out all of these. So I thought of sharing this. Let's see the prompt, okay, because the prompting is also going to matter a lot. An illustration of a letter pad with the text. So basically, you'll put all the text within inverted commas. That's the way to go, had we had seen in our earlier image generation classes. The letter pad is on a wooden desk. There are a few other objects, including pen, ruler, notebook. The background is a soft beige color. Okay, so you see all of this without any spelling error, right? So extremely, extremely cool. Now, as I told you, there are 5 different types of basically 5 different types of images that ideogram can create. And this is actually good because it limits how extremely creative it can get and therefore causing mistakes. So realistic images, that means images of people, images of human beings. Design is basically anything like like basically what you could do on Canva earlier, greeting cards, social media posts, all of that, vector illustrations, all of that. 3D is basically this, and anime. Anime is also something that they have. Okay, so yeah, these are the few limited options they have, but it's actually the best because it works perfectly in all of these options. Okay, so a 3D render of a vibrant illustration of a wall with the words "I love my followers dash dash" written in exquisite, elegantly crafted letters. The letters are made of various objects such as hearts, stars, and balloons, and there is an X-shaped object in the background. The wall has a brick texture. Impressive, right? Like, um, extremely impressive. I don't think any AI tool has been able to do this so well earlier. Okay, one more. Again, a 3D render style of a young rebellious boy graffiting a textured rundown brick wall, spraying can in his hand, and he is writing on wall. All of this. The urban backdrop features a desolate graffiti-filled street. Okay, so I think for people who want to post on social media, like businesses and all, earlier you used to hire people to create these images. Then Canva was an option that came that made it easy for anyone to create images. And now, like on Canva also, you had to spend some time in getting those blocks, in getting the text box, right, and write all of that, add images, add graphic elements. But now your work is saved. You literally have to type one prompt, and now even the text will come in that. So we've gotten much farther in this journey, and it's wonderful. Funny poster examples that can handle long text. So this is one. Oh, I really like this one. So an entire Christmas greeting card was developed using AI, right? Um, I like how they're prompting this now because this can be so unique. Now you don't have to go. Now, if you remember, um, like if there's a festive season coming up, all of these social media businesses will post something about the festive season and bring out offers. And Canva also has a limited number of templates available, right? So if you go to Canva, let's say there are 100 templates available on Canva for Christmas. Now there are almost lakh 10,000s to 100,000s of companies globally, and everyone will use the combination of those available templates. And I remember all of these posts getting so repetitive after one point of time. Like the design, it's easily visible that this is taken from Canva. So so now this can help make your brand unique. This can help get like a different color, different brand perspective to your posts. Okay, so design a card, create a card with the following Christmas wish in elegant, simple form. The text should be centered with a clean and minimal background. Nice prompting. So we could literally take ideas from all of this. I really love this feature. You can create YouTube thumbnail in just a few seconds. Um, so this was never possible earlier. Like even if you used Midjourney generated images, you had to go send it to an editor. That editor will keep, get all of these elements together, or you could do it on Canva. It required some amount of time, let's say 30 minutes to create one YouTube thumbnail, or even not 30, let's say 15 to 20 minutes, right? And now this can literally be done in less than a minute. And the quality is not bad at all. So, a YouTube thumbnail with text ideogram 2 is a huge deal. In bold, attention grabbing font, the text is styled to resemble DT distinguish with vibrant colors and dramatic effects. 40 images daily for free. Okay, so we are over here. Wow, I really like this. Create a poster design in any style with proper text. Example used here features messy in an illustration style. Messy journey of the goat. This is like a Netflix inspired poster. Very cool, right? Okay. So this is another feature that we'll try out. So there are a lot of parameters here that we can change. Okay, so here basically if you just go to ideogram.ai, you don't even have to sign up. Without signing up, you can, I think, yeah, you have to sign up using Google or something. Um, That's it. No, oh, sorry. Yeah, you don't have to sign up using Google. So you can literally use it without providing any information of yours. Okay, so while this is loading, so basically, the thing is that in the top you have a place to enter your prompt, and when you click on that, you have a lot of parameters here to change. Okay, so basically, uh, as you've seen, prompting for large language models and prompting for image models, it's a very different game. You have to sort of be able to visualize in your mind what you create in order to give the right vocabulary very well for an AI to create the exact same image you have in mind. So, what magic prompt here will do is if your initial prompt is not that interesting or it's not that good to start off with, magic prompt will literally just take that prompt and improve the image variety and richness. Okay, so and basically, even if you give your own language, it can translate it to English as well before you do that. Okay, then aspect ratio is something we have seen is very common in all image generation models. So if you want something vertical for, let's say, Instagram Reels for YouTube Shorts, you can do this. 1:1 is like a basic square image. 16:9 is like a YouTube thumbnail sort of a thing. Not exactly YouTube thumbnail, but yeah, basically a social media banner or something like that, right? So that, and then visibility, public or private. If you want to go private, then you have to sort of unlock the premium feature. So public is fine for now. This is the latest model 2.0 that came out 21st August. And color palette, right? We saw how we could change the color palette of generated images. So even after generating, you could put your own custom color palette as well, but you'll have to pay for that. And for now, we are okay with the auto color palette. And then there are some other parameters as well, which we will see. Okay. So now, and very similar to Midjourney, you have a homepage where you can take inspiration from others who've generated images. So, for example, if this is one design that you like, um, you could go ahead and see what prompt is used for that. Okay, let's try out some using some modification of this. I really like this one. So let's try out using a modification of this. Um, okay. So what I'll do is I'll just I'll just use the similar prompt. I'll say a 3D render of a vibrant illustration with the words celebrating a year of the AI community. Okay, let's say we've completed a year and we're celebrating and we want some image for that. Okay, that's it. I'm going to remove this part because that doesn't make sense. Apart from that, it's all great. So I'll go ahead and make it, I'll go ahead and make it 9 is to 16. Rest all is fine. Oh, we can actually choose multiple. I really like the pastel colors. So I'll go with pastel. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I cannot change it because it's only available for premium. Nonetheless, let's go with the default version for now. I'll keep everything as it is. I'll generate. So very similar to Midjourney, it shows the progress of the image being generated. Okay, this is ready, not bad. Interesting. All right. So yeah, so you could go ahead and experiment with something like this. Um, Okay, one more example that comes to my mind looking at this Christmas um, greeting is, for example, a lot of these companies, maybe you're training a few people, maybe it could be internships um, that you're providing at your company, and you want to give a certificate of internship towards the end, towards after a month or so. You could create a certificate like this, like basically give a prompt in a similar fashion, and certificates could be created very similar to what you have as Canva templates, but this could be unique in your brand color and all of that. Okay, so that is there. Let's try something like, I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, let's try a YouTube thumbnail. We'll go ahead and make it 9:16. Earlier we had just done the default 1:1. Oh, sorry, 16:9. Now I'll just make it. I just want to see how it's different, because if you remember, in the first lecture that we take for large language model course, um, we had said that if sitting here, I'll post this prompt, and anyone out there, no matter where you are in the world, if you're using the same prompt, exact same prompt that I'm using, you'll get a different output every time. That's the power of AI. So so let's just do the same thing, right? Yeah, let's create a YouTube thumbnail and see. Okay, so it's happening. Not bad. This is actually a very good YouTube thumbnail. Like, obviously, I'm not into politics at all, but if such a thumbnail is displayed to someone who's interested in politics, like these are extremely catchy thumbnails for YouTube, and people will definitely click and view. So, extremely good use case. And you see, the images generated are also extremely realistic, right? Like, um, very interesting. So, nice use case. Any of this could be used for like YouTube thumbnails, and I would prefer something like this. So, yeah, these were some examples. So, what I thought was, let's do like one final quick experiment. And I'm literally going to just copy this entire prompt, and I'm going to paste it on ideogram, because I want to compare and see which is better. Okay, so let's put this on ideogram. I'll just generate. Let's see what the images are. Okay, 90% complete. Oh, wow. These are actually much better. Just look at the difference, okay? So Flux, again, like with Flux, we could increase the number of images, but I think it needs the paid version or something. But see, I'm just zooming in. This is the Flux generated image. The skin is clear. I mean, there are very few wrinkles, although in the description it's written that the man is a bit older. But what I like is the details. I like that there's Autodesk on his badge, and he's mid speaking. But Ideogram has just done a wonderful job. Like, this literally doesn't seem like an AI generated image. Wow. Like, look at the hair details. So realistic. Let's zoom in and see the badge. The badge is not clear. It's not, yeah, it's not clear. So I think Flux did a better job at the details, but the images are extremely good. And can you imagine, you get 40 free images every day to generate for free? So, like, I am mind blown. I did not expect it to be this good. So basically, this is also generated an ideogram. This guy, Rowan, is extremely famous on Twitter and he posts a lot about AI. So, this is the image that is generated using AI, right? Like Elon Musk holding a tweet saying that this person is my favorite user. So let's try that out. Let's see. This is like the final example we'll take for today. Elon Musk. Okay. Elon Musk holding a screen with a tweet that says AI is the future. Okay, just let's just try this out and see. Oh wow, this is mind blowing. So I'm sure that Mid Journey can also not do such a good job. Like, look at this. Okay, there has been some crazy thing happening over here with the fingers, which is scary. And we have seen that happen with Mid Journey as well in the past. But this is not bad. Okay, decent. Okay, the facial expressions are a bit crazy here. And here the text is like completely gone for a toss. Like if you can see, the text is gibberish. So not bad though. Okay, I mean, yeah, this is one of the first models, and I really liked this because I think what stood out here was the prompt was also extremely detailed, and we had literally taken the prompt from here, but um, but you see, it has mentioned every possible small detail that there is. They've also mentioned what should be there on the badge, like Autodesk and V-Ray, and they've also mentioned logos and also. That's how detailed you need to be. So yeah, that was it for today. I hope this was a good and different learning for you.